Hi, and welcome back. If you're new, I'm Alicia Verweij, and you're here at EDGEucating, where our job is to keep you on the cutting edge of education. In today's video, we're going to talk all about an awesome Google Chrome extension that you need to be sure to add to your toolbox. Edpuzzle is an amazing Google Chrome extension. So what is it, you may be asking? Well, how many teachers do not use some type of videos in their lessons? Almost all of us do, right? So if you're using videos, Edpuzzle is a must-have in your toolbox. What it does is it allows you to actually teach and make that video into a lesson, an engaging lesson. So with Edpuzzle, the students will be forced to engage with the content of the video. What do I mean by that? Well, they can answer questions. This allows you to know if they've actually taken in the content from the video and if they fully understand it. In addition, you can force them to watch the video in its entirety. There's a way to not allow them to skip. So I'm going to show you all the tools and tricks of how to use Edpuzzle. So make sure and stay tuned to the end of this video. And as always, we appreciate your support, so make sure that you hit that like button. Be sure to share and subscribe so that we can keep bringing you these great videos. So we're going to jump right in. I am in my home screen, and I've gone to my classes. So if you look up here on the right, and then I want to go to add a new class, because of course the first thing we want to do is make sure that your classes are in, right? So when I click on Add New, you'll see there are two options that pop up here. The first one is Create a New Class, and the second one is Google Classroom. If you're using Google Classroom, you're going to want to click this, and what's going to happen is that all of your content or all of your classes that you have in Google Classroom will pop up here. And you can simply check off the one or ones that you want to import into Edpuzzle and click the Import Classes option. Now I've already done this, so I'm going to hit cancel here, but it literally will just move them right over into Edpuzzle. All right, so that's simple enough. If you are not using Google Classroom, click the Add New, click Create a Class, and you can manually add your students to the program. Okay? So now that you have your classes in, we want to get some content that we can assign. So if you'll go over here and hit Content at the top right, then I'm going to show you what your options are. So over on the left, you have all of those lovely places that us teachers like to go to get our video content for lessons. Nat Geo is there, TED Talks, Khan Academy, YouTube, all there. So check out the ones that you like and search for a video within those, or you may go to your My Content option and click Add Content. If you click Add Content, you can see there are a few options here. You can create a video, you can upload a video, you can do a student project, or you can do a new folder. So if you like to create your own, make videos from scratch, here you go. If you already have a video that you've used in the past and maybe you have it saved, you can simply upload that video here. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. Now, let me click over to YouTube for just a minute. I'm going to show you another cool option and feature here that's available. If you're in YouTube and you have this wonderful video, or if you're like me and all of your video content before you found this wonderful Edpuzzle is all stored in your YouTube account, you can go to that video, click on Edit with Edpuzzle. Now, notice it takes me directly into my Edpuzzle account. So you see I'm logged in and there's my video. Now, how do we get our questions and our content into this video that doesn't already exist? Here comes the fun part. So the first thing is I've already previewed my video, right? Because we always want to preview, don't forget that. Once I've previewed, I kind of know where I want to insert my questions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start it, and I'm going to scroll over, and you see it's talking here. If the earth was the size of an apple, then the atmosphere would be only as thick as the apple's skin. So right there, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to questions, and I want to put in a multiple choice question. And I'm going to ask, what are they comparing? Earth and its atmosphere to. And we're going to give 3 answer choices. Now notice the green check, that means that's my correct answer, just like Google does in Google Forms. So we're going to say an apple, that's my correct answer, a peach, oops, and I want to give 3 choices, or an orange. Okay, so I have my multiple choice question. I'm going to save it. And my video is going to continue. I'm going to go back over here to my cut screen so that I can easily do what I want to do. Notice it's inserted this little black dot. And I'm going to pause right there. We're going to let it go just past where those are on the screen. And then I'm going to add another question. This time I'm going to give it an open-ended question. What are the 4 main layers of the atmosphere? Save that. And we're going to continue. Notice I now have a new black dot. Okay. Okay. And then I want to add another one. Which layer contains clouds and weather? Okay, so I've added another question. So then I'm going to go back over here to my cut, and I'm going to show you something else that you can do, because I have my questions, and you see they're showing up over here on the left-hand side of my screen, so I can see what's going on there. And then if I pull this over and get toward the end here, I don't really want my students to watch all of this stuff at the end, like these extra videos it's suggesting and stuff. So we're going to stop right there. That's all I need them to see, all the content's there. And notice I've trimmed a little bit of the video so that it makes it more efficient for my students and for myself for class. So then I'm going to click finish because I'm done with the questions I want to add in. And notice my little dots, 1, 2, 3. So I've got all my little questions in there. Right, it's going to take me to that section. I can see when I click on it, look how nice, there's my question. Okay, and then skip, if I keep going, but let's say that I'm done, so I'm going to hit this, and I want to go ahead and assign it to my students. Okay, so then I have to tell it what class I want to assign it to. You can give it a start date, you can give it a due date. Now, how many times as teachers don't we assign a video to students and we have no idea if they watch the whole video or not? Here's some secret sauce. You can now force the student to watch the entire video. This magical little button right here, prevent skipping. Yes, so we're going to make them watch the whole video. They can't skip through it. Now, here's another great option. If I have an English language learner, I can turn on my closed caption so it can help out my English language learner. And if not, and I don't want those, I can leave it off. So it's really up to you. And then post on Google Classroom. So if you're using Google Classroom, you can simply check that and it will automatically upload it to whatever Google Class you have assigned. Now, let's say that you don't have a Google Classroom. So I'm going to uncheck that and I'm going to click Assign. So if I don't have a Google Classroom, or if I don't click that little button over there, it comes to this screen. So I can either now post it on Google Classroom and it will automatically upload it, or I can click this Share Assignment button. And this is where it's going to give me that lovely shareable code. So I can copy my link and then post this into any document. that I want to share this into, and it's going to make this accessible. So I could put this on a Google Slides. I could insert this into a HyperDoc. I could put this into another platform like Seesaw or Schoolology or any other platform that I'm using. And that was how you use Edpuzzle. Now, a few additional things that you need to make sure that you know is make sure that your students have downloaded the Edpuzzle Chrome extension as well as you in order to make sure that all the functionalities are there. In addition to that, you need to know that you can only do up to 20 Edpuzzles for free. So make sure that you keep that in mind as you're planning your resources and tools to use. If you reach that mark of 20, it's really simple. Just go in and delete one of the old ones that you no longer need, and then you're good to go to create some more. I hope this gives you an extra tool in your toolbox that you will find yourself using as frequently as I do. And in addition to this, I'd love to hear from you about any tools that you use as a go-to. Drop those down in the comments below for us, please. And keep on teaching and using these resources, guys. Remember, share this video with anybody else that you think could benefit. Be sure to subscribe because we'd love that continued support from you so we can keep bringing you these videos. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every time we bring out a new video. So that is that, and that is Edpuzzle, my friends. We hope to see you next time. Happy teaching.